Okay, we're going to take a minute and show you how to tie your belt properly. Now, the knot that we use is called a flat reef knot. I'm going to show you two methods of tying it on myself, and then I'll demonstrate on another student. So if you look at your belt closely, you'll see there's a smooth side, and then if you flip it over, you'll see there's a seam side where the belt is sewn together. The seam side should be down. The smooth side would be up. So as you put on your belt, seam goes down, smooth side up. Two methods that we can use. One is where you start with most of your belt on one side. So I have the smooth side up, I have the belt against me with just a little bit on my left. I'm going to take the long end, I'm going to bring it behind me and around over the top of the short side, back through the center, and then around behind me a second time and over the short side a second time. Now that gets the belts just about even. So I have the side that came around my left on the outside. I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to thread it under both pieces that are wrapped around my waist, like so. Then I want to get the sides even, so shift the belt and adjust the length of the tip so that they match. Okay, you want to make sure that in the back that it's smooth. Okay, there are some people who like to tie it cross method. That's fine, but we're going to do it smooth, and the knot will be the same in any case. Whatever side is on top, that side crosses over the piece that's coming out of the bottom. Now the side that was on top is essentially completed. The side that is on the bottom needs to be threaded around and through the hole and then pulled tight. So you end up with what's called a flat reef knot. And if you do it this method, this has a similar shape to, say, a fortune cookie, and it would point more to the left. Now I'm going to show you one more method to do it that's a little faster. And that one would be holding your belt in half, taking the middle and putting it against your stomach. Bringing the two halves behind you. As it comes behind me, I'm going to take my right hand and put it over my left hand. So I put my left hand against my back and my right hand over my left hand, and then I grab it with my right hand, my finger and thumb, to hold it in place as I walk the other two ends around, keeping them in the same location until it gets to the front. Now my left hand is on the outside, and my left side is on the outside, and my right side is on the inside, same as it was on the other method. I take the one that came around on my left, loop it through, adjust it, get the tips even, cross the top over the bottom piece, take the bottom piece, loop it through the hole, and pull it tight. Okay, this would be called a flat reef knot. And like I said, we're going to do it smooth in the back. There are some schools that cross it in the back. That's fine. But the knot would be the same in any case. Now let me show you on a student. Mr. Hippen, if I could borrow you, please. So if you're tying the belt on another person, you start with these two methods, whichever one you favor. Again, you're going to have smooth part up, seam part down. I would start with, in the one method, a small piece, a short piece sticking on his left side, his left, not my left. I take the other side and I wrap it around 2 times, bringing it over the top. All right, I'm going to go 2 times around him until his left comes around to the front. Now for tying the belt, just tie it in the middle. Right, I know in class we slide it to the side, but for tying the belt, tie it in the middle. You can always slide it over after. The side that came around from his left is going to thread underneath the other 2 pieces, and then you adjust it for the length. Get the tips the same. The one that's coming out of the top will go over. The one that's coming out of the bottom will go under. Again, this one is essentially done. I take this tip and I bring it through that hole, and then I can rip it tight, and then you could slide it to either side if it's a class situation. And then let me show you the other method. I got it, Mr. Hippen. So now the second method would be tying from the center. So I take the belt in the middle, smooth part up, sewn part down, and I put it right up against him, equal on each side. I reach around behind him, turn this way just a little bit, and my right hand goes against his back, my left hand goes over my right hand. Then I hold it in place, and now I'm going to walk it around, keeping it this way. So it's smooth in the back. As I bring it around to the front, his left is on the outside, his right tip is on the inside, and it'll cross right here. Take his left side, bring it under both pieces, and then adjust it for the length. Right. Cross the top over the bottom piece, thread the bottom piece through the hole, rip it tight, and you're set for class. That is the proper method for tying a flat reef knot.